Hallo kykers en welkom by vandag se episode van Erongo Talk, julle gunsteling en hoogs betroubare aanlyn nuusbron. Ons gesels nuus oor die weer en vertel vir julle waar die vis byt. Nou lede van Women Who Care, 'n Walvis Bay gebaseerde liefdadigheidsorganisasie, vertel vir ons van hulle pogings om sanitêre doekies vir meisies wat nog skool gaan in te samel. Maar soos gebruiklik is ons kalenderdag eerste op die lys en vandag vier ons Wêreldspringdag. Geniet hierdie insetsel saam met ons. In die nuus vandag, Walvis Bay se Oesterfees beloof om weer eens 'n gesellige geleentheid met goeie musiek, vars oesters en 'n wye verskeidenheid van stalletjies te wees. Die fees vind vanjaar op 30 Julie by Laerskool Walvis Bay plaas. Lenial, die organiseerder van die fees, vertel hulle het 'n uiteenlopende groep kunstenaars benader om kwaliteit musiek vermaak vir die feesgangers te bied. 6 plaaslike musikante, insluitende Dani Prinsloo, Rita Nel, Bella Luse, Lenial, Tinus Kloete, Adam en Savannah, sowel as Sholane, gaan optree met Ray Dillon, wat later die dag sy plek op die verhoog sal inneem. Volgens Nel beoog hulle om 40 beskikbare stalletjies by die geleentheid te hê, waar mense hulle produkte kan kom uitstal. Dit sal kunststalletjies, kos, juwele en vele meer wees. Natuurlik gaan daar oesterstalletjies ook wees en besoekers kan hulle voorberei om aan die lekkerny te kom smil vir 'n goedkoop prys teen sowat $7 tot $10 vir 'n gaar oester. In ons tweede storie, lydens die burgemeester van Oesakos, Wilfred Wyse, het die dorp genoeg erwe, sand en water wat dit ideaal vir maatskappye maak om hulle sakebedrywighede te ontwikkel en dit te laat groei. Beskikbare grond vir sakeontwikkeling word tussen 8.000 en 10.000 hektaar geskat. Oesakos se bevolking staan tans op ongeveer 9.000 inwoners. Wyse sê dat sakeontwikkeling en belegging werk sal skep, ekonomiese groei 'n hupstoot gaan gee en die maatskaplike opheffing van die gemeenskap kan verseker en die welstand van die mense verbeter. Mynbedrywighede in die omgewing is besig om toe te neem en 'n groot sonkragprojek van ongeveer 45 km buite Oesakos is pas van stapel gestuur. 'n Toename in potensiële sakekliënte is ook waargeneem wat poog om grond vir ontwikkeling in en om Oesakos te bekom. Die burgemeester is van mening dat ontwikkeling en nywerhede die dorp en ekonomie moet kom ophef. Hy sê dat meer as 3.000 passasiersvoertuie en vragmotors daagliks deur Oesakos ry en die fokus moet wees om die reisigers te lok om te stop en sake in Oesakos te doen. En dit bring ons aan die einde van vandag se nuus. Gaan loer op ons webwerf www.erongo.com.na of ons Facebook bladsy vir meer nuus uit die streek.
shoot-a-dee shoo. I'm so lost, so loop-loop-de-loopy over you. Baby, blubber, shoot-a-dee shoo. I'm so lost, so loop-loop-de-loopy over you.
Hello viewers, I'm joined by the Women Who Care. How are you doing, ladies?
We are good, thank
Good,
you.
thanks.
Okay, for without wasting any time, can you just tell us a bit about the Women Who Care? How and why it came about? When?
Okay, Women Who Care started in 2013. Myself, Natasha, Jeanette, and then Zainab, who will might join us later. We started Women Who Care with raising funds for cancer. We had that in mind because we had family members that died of cancer. And we then continued, having events, raising funds. And then the past 2.5 years, or 3 years, we couldn't do anything because of the COVID. But then last year, we realized that our girls, our Namibian, specifically our Namibian schoolgirls, are suffering at school, staying away from class because there was no sanitary towels available for them. So then we decided to take on that initiative and raise funds and try to get as much sanitary towels as possible. Then we also launched the Dignity Bucket, but that Natasha can tell you more about. So that is how we started, and that is what our aims was, and forward I think we will still continue with the sanitary towels.
Okay. And Natasha, can you just tell us a bit about the Dignity Bucket?
Dignity bucket. We've got a 5-liter bucket that we put in washable sanitary pads. So that sanitary pad can hold a girl for up to 5 years if she washes the pads nice and she looks after it. So for 5 years she don't need to buy any pads. So I mean, studies showed that a person or a woman in a lifetime can spend up to 100,000 Namibian dollars on sanitary pads. So just imagine, and that bucket costs 260 Namibian dollars. So what we do is we've got this bucket and we fill it up with the washable sanitary pads, and then we pack it with it's like a starter kit that we call it. It's a small sunlight soap, and we give the girl a face towel with body soap, and then also a vinegar to rinse the pad in, and then she just wash it and she hangs it on the line, and when it's dry she can use it again.
Okay. So
And as I said, she can use it for up to 3 to 5 years.
Okay. And the Women Who Care, what structure is it? Is it a movement or is it like an initiative?
We are actually a charitable organization. We also try to help in other ways as well, where we can. We have in the past helped a family whose shack burnt down a few years ago. And we assisted them to get the basic items. As much as we want to do and help the community in that way, we currently are just focusing on the sanitary towel project.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And apart from this project, any other plans for the future or this year, or upcoming events that you guys are planning, perhaps?
We have the Move for Dignity event tomorrow, the 4th of June, here at the Esplanade Field in Walvis Bay, opposite the raft. It's going to be a really fun-filled day. So we call it Move for Dignity. So what the people do, They buy tickets, it's $100. We've got 5 what we call moves for the day. So we've got a cycling event, we've got a walk and run event, and we've got a yoga, we've got a self-defense, and we've got a Zumba for the day. So what you do, you move for dignity, and all this funds goes towards our sanitary pad project. So we will be purchasing washable pads, the ones for the dignity buckets, and disposable pads. And the disposable pads we distribute to schools, local schools in Walvis Bay. And as I said, the event starts on Saturday, 7 o'clock, and it will be a fun-filled day. And we urge the community of Walvis Bay to please come and join us. And so that, I mean, we are fighting. We're trying to fight period poverty. Period poverty in Namibia. So, and we ask the community to please help us.
And what would you say are some of the challenges that you guys face as a charitable organization?
Yeah, during this difficult time, we all know that people lost their jobs. It's very difficult for companies and for us to get sponsors like in the past. It's a bit difficult. So I think that is our biggest challenge at the moment, because there's a lot of other needs, but this is now what we are trying to.
Okay. And lastly, what message would you guys like to share with the viewers out there? Maybe on the importance of raising awareness on the sanitary, or donating for the girls, to keep the girls in school.
Yes, Women Who Care can be reached on social media. So we're on Facebook and we're on Instagram. So the people just need to go on our page, and all our contact details are on there. We've been donating pads from Walvis Bay up to the north, we donated pads to a school near Okahania. And we would really like to reach out to as much as possible school, because we, as Women Who Care, we don't just concentrate on the coast. We want to reach out to the whole of Namibia if we can, but we can only do so if we get sponsors, donations from businesses, from individuals, because period poverty is not just a problem for women, it's a problem for everyone. So we urge the Namibian community please to assist us in this good cause. Yeah.
Okay, I would like Jeanette to just mention about the carton that we have in town here in Walvis Bay and Swakopmund. She also has cartons in Oshakati, where we want the community, or we are reaching out to the community and asking them to drop sanitary pads. Jeanette, I would like you to tell them where your carton is at the moment, and also about the first guy that dropped the pad into that carton.
Okay, I'm a WWC member from the North, Oshakati. The box is at Maurits Devenish private school in Ongotiva, so the box is there. And I had a lot of my school girls that actually donated the packets of sanitary pads. And then we had one father, Mr. Derdai, Lario Derdai, that actually sponsored, and then he challenged a few men in the north to do the same. So I'm still waiting on them to get to that challenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, ladies, for taking the time.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, cheers.
Bye.
The east wind was rather strong over the weekend. This resulted in less fishing time with fewer fish landed by anglers, reports Grumpy. Werner van Riet from Swakopmund, however, caught a massive kop. He was fishing mile 14's northern shores and targeting spotted gully sharks. He used his Assassin Championship number 7 rod. Now that's probably the best rod on the market right now. Werner used mullet fillet, a mallet, to soften the bait and put the 2 fillets flesh side up. This is a soft bait which is usually great for spotties, but this time around it was a big kop that hit his bait. Werner is a multiple Namibian team angler, and with his skills he quickly had the big fish on the shore. After a quick photo, the fish was released to fight another day. Well done, Werner. Due to strong swell during the week, it looked like the going would be rather slow next to the ocean. Annette Moody used white mussel as bait and fished at the Winston Wreck. She caught a very admirable steenbras. Luan Karsten, who fished for the inland team, Benguela, probably reeled in the fish of the weekend. He caught a massive spotted gully shark, a huge female, weighing in at 29.9 kilograms, which definitely put up a huge fight and required real pulling power. Stefan Lowe also landed a nice steenbras of 4.8 kilograms. He used sardines as bait. The Winston gave some nice fish on Sunday. Although quite far to drive, it really is a productive area, especially for steenbras and kop. The conditions for the week look pretty good, with long swell and a somewhat strong southwesterly wind. It might be cold next to the ocean, so be prepared to dress warm. The ski boats are getting fish at Vierkant Klip, but the fishing was rather tough, as skipper Mark Hofman reported. Now here is a tip for the week. Fillet your sardines. Put the skin side down on the bait table. Use a sharp knife and put the knife down against the skin and gently pull the skin of the sardines flesh. This gives you way more flavor as well as a softer bait. There is, however, a downside to this super productive bait. The small packers may destroy the bait as it is softer, so care should be given to maybe upsize the bait a little. A bonus though is that when the bait hits the water, it leaves a nice scent trail. Give it a go. You might add a fish or two for your dinner plans. And that concludes our fishing report for today.
Platz Meer is a landmark on the coastline of Namibia, a home to quality shops and quality restaurants, a select variety of fashion and food retailers, as well as banks, not to mention the pier with 36 luxury apartments and entertainment for the whole family. Find us at corner of Tabarite and Albatross Street, Vineta North, Swakopmund. Call us on 064 462 242. Visit platzammeer.com.na or at Platz Meer on Facebook. Platz Meer, enhancing your coastal experience.
Ons het aan die einde van vandag se program gekom. Sluit gerus daagliks om 2 uur op DStv kanaal 285 of GoTV kanaal 94 by ons aan of geniet 'n verskeidenheid van programme op NMH aanlyn TV kanaal 1up2.com. Julle kan ook toegang tot baie meer nuus en ander stories kry op ons webwerf www.erongo.com.na of volg ons op Facebook. Nou vir jou advertensiebehoeftes, kontak ons bemarker William Groenewald by Erongo Talk @synergy.com.na of stuur vir hom 'n WhatsApp of Telegram na 081 411 9604. Vereers sê ek dan totsiens.